So while I'm recording this, India is at 26.8, which is up 9% in a single day. And look at the chart from September 2025 to December 2025. India VIX was sitting at between 9 to 13, which was calm and quiet, basically the best time to be an option seller. January 2026, it starts climbing, climbing, and climbing. In February, there was the budget day. It spikes to 16 and then it falls again and then it stays elevated. And today, there is no clear sign of stopping. This is not a one-day event anymore. This is not a one-day spike like the 9 April. This is a regime change. The VIX is continuously trending upwards. And if you're an option seller right now, you have one of three problems. Either you are still selling the same way you were selling in December, or you have stopped entirely and you're just watching, or you have no idea what to change and you're just looking for an actual framework. And today I'm going to give you that framework, and it's not going to be generic advice. It's going to be actual numbers, what to do and what changes to make, and at what VIX level should you stop entirely. First, let's be clear what VIX is telling you. VIX is the market's expectation of how much Nifty will move over the next 30 days. When VIX is at 12, the market is pricing in small, calm movements. And when VIX is at 26, the market is pricing in large, fast, and violent moves. Okay. And which is correct, because if you go and look at Nifty right now, you can see the market is in a really bad downturn, and we all know that this is because of FIIs, selling Indian stocks and the Middle East conflict. And VIX really reflects this really nicely, because when the VIX starts spiking, Nifty starts going down. As a seller, VIX is your pricing environment. Low VIX means you are selling cheap premiums in a calm market, and high VIX means you are selling big premiums in a dangerous market. And here's the mistake most sellers make. They see big premiums and think that's an opportunity. A 450 rupee straddle at one instead of 180, they think it must be a very good time to sell more. But that 450 rupee premium isn't generosity. It's the market giving you extra for the extra risk you are taking. You're not getting paid more for the same risk. You are getting paid more because the risk is genuinely higher. The premium is bigger. Yes, I agree with you. But that is also the thing that if you go and chase, will destroy your account. Right now, VIX is elevated for a specific reason. Global uncertainty, geopolitical tension, and prolonged concerns around the conflict situations that you know about and I know about. And this is not a VIX spike from one event like that just gonna resolve in one day. This will be like a regime change. This will keep happening. This is not a one-day thing. And what's happening now is different. VIX has been climbing for weeks and staying elevated. This means the uncertainty is not priced into one expiry. It's being repriced into every single week, every single expiry. Every Tuesday expiry is happening in a high fear environment with no clear resolution in sight. This changes how you should be thinking about entire weekly cycle, not just individual trades. So here's what I actually do at different VIX levels. So when VIX is below 15, it's a normal environment. I go full position size with standard hedges and trade regularly like I always do. And then when VIX is between 15 to 22, I take into account of what's happening, and it's a mild elevation, which is nothing dramatic, but it is worth paying attention to. So I go with slightly tighter strikes and make sure hedges are properly sized and not just present. And when VIX is above 22, this is where I cut lots in half, not by 20%, but half. If you were running 10 lots, now you will be running 5 lots with the same strategy, same strikes, and half the exposure. Because above 22, the moves that can happen in a single sessions are large enough to make oversized positions genuinely dangerous. And when VIX is above 30, which is over here, which we haven't hit yet, I stopped trading completely. This isn't fear. It's just recognizing that the edge you have as a seller is built from normal volatility environments and not extreme ones. Right now, we are at 26.8, which means at least half lots minimum. And if we cross 28, 29, 30, we should be ready to stop. One more variable that I don't really talk about honestly is how long have you been selling options? If you have been selling for less than a year, this is my genuine opinion, not generic advice. You should be like not selling in this environment at all. Like stay out completely. Here's why, because I do have a logic for this. Because in less than a year, it means you have only traded in one type of market, and that's probably calm low VIX. which was the late 2025 one, your intuition and your sizing comfort and your sense of what a normal week looks like is not really that good. It's all built in like 10 to 13 weeks world. Okay, a weeks of 26, you're probably seeing this for the first time, because the last time the VIX was at 26, that was in 2024, and that too it was more of a spike and not of a regime change like it is right now. So there is no shame in sitting out. Cash is a position. I've told this multiple times in my videos, and watching one full high VIX cycle from the sidelines and understanding how it behaves is way more worth than losing 20% of your account trying to figure it out in real time. Experienced sellers will reduce size, they will tighten their hedges, they would trade less frequently, while new sellers can just watch this one from the outside. Now, if you are experienced enough to be trading right now, here's what specifically needs to change versus a normal week. First, position sizing. I've been telling this the entire video, I will tell it again. Position matters a lot, and strike selection can only save you so much if your position itself is oversized. A well placed hedge on an oversized position can still bleed badly in a trending move. Get the size right before worrying about anything else. Your hedges need to match your current position, not your old position now. So if you were like trading in calm markets the last few months and kept the same hedge structure, you are not actually hedged for your current exposure. You should be, tightening your hedges as well and not keeping very big hedges that can allow you to lose a lot. And also give yourself more room on strikes. In a 12 VIX environment, selling 200 points away from at the money feels very safe. And in 26, a 200 point move is not one bad session. It is like just a normal thing. Right now, the last session, the market fell 400 points, and before that, it fell 600 points, and even on the upside, it's moving 400 points. So it's a trap on both the downside and the upside. Most people only focus on the downside. They just think the market can only give big moves on the downside. But if you are non-directional, your loss comes from both the upside and the downside. It's not about that you will only lose on the downside. You also have to worry about the market going too much up too fast. So have a predefined exit. Decide before you enter, by the way. So VIX at 26 is not a normal selling environment. The sellers who survive weeks like this aren't the ones with the best strategy. They will be the ones who adjusted their size before the market forced them to. And half lots above 22 and stop above 30. And if you are under a year of experience, this week is free education from the sidelines. So just stop, just watch it from the sidelines. Watch how it moves, watch where the pain is. You will be a way better seller if you wait for the VIX to come back down. You'll come out with way more experience. And when it does come back down, and it will, the question is whether you are still in the game when it does. Next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to read India VIX before every expiry. One number checked in the evening before that tells you how dangerous the coming week is before you even look at the chart. If you would check this chart on 3rd June 2024, you would have known something that was wrong. So subscribe so you don't miss it.